Guys, you know me. Got to squeeze in a little last minute video about Jean Silva versus Melsik Baghdasaryan. Of course, when it comes to the fighting nerds, I'm going to make a video about it, and you know who I'm going to go with. This is an interesting fight, though, because of the odds. In all honesty, odds are a little funky on this one. Jean Jean Silva is a minus 550 favorite, and Melsik Baghdasaryan's plus 375 underdog. This is a dangerous fight for Jean Silva. I'm gonna be honest. Jean Silva might have some issues on the feet. We all know he hits hard, and I'm the only issue I see is Melsik Baghdasaryan being able to back up and land some shots as he's moving back and kind of outpointing Jean Silva. But I think it's only a matter of time before Jean Silva catches him and puts him to sleep. But one interesting thing I kind of want to see in this fight is that Melsik Baghdasaryan, he has a big hole in his game, and that hole in his game is his grappling. He's been submitted twice, was submitted in the UFC by Kutalabo, and that's that Kutalabo's only submitted one guy, and it was Baghdasaryan. He has a hole in his game, and it's the wrestling. And Silva, the gym he trains at, they have some very good grapplers. They have very good takedown defense. I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, yeah, the fighting nerds, they have some very good grapplers over there." I think their strength in grappling is not being able to get taken down. One reason, that's the one reason I think Process is going to be able to go very far. I think him being able to stuff down a take, he can stuff takedowns. I promise that. He's very good at takedown defense. That whole gym has very, very, very good takedown defense. Offensive wrestling, I don't think is as going to be as strong. But he does have guys like Kyle. There's Icaro Brito. He's actually, decent grappling. Like these guys have good grappling enough where I think Silva is going to be able to get some reps in. And I wouldn't be surprised if, he starts having some issues on the feet, just not being able to close the distance or get in there and land some big shots. He's going to shoot for takedowns. I think he's going to shoot for takedowns this fight. And I think Baghdasaryan's going to have some issues with that and might even gas out. I think that's going to be more of the path to victory if there's any pushback on the feet, because I do think there's a chance that Bagdasarian's gonna have um, he's gonna do good at keeping Silva away from him and just circling very well. But again, Silva's a guy who's gonna hunt you down. He's gonna follow him around that cage, and I think between Bagdasarian circling around a lot and G maybe mixing in the takedowns, I could see him just tiring Bagdasarian out, being very grappling heavy. Not even very grappling heavy, but just making him work a little bit more and, kind of catching him off guard. It's going to help him be able to land those big shots. And I think Silva's going to be able to get this one done with in the distance, late round two, late round three knockout. There's a chance at a submission here. I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe, got a little bit of a submission. It's almost like a bait. He's been, Bagdasarian's been sub twice, and Gene Silva is actually able to submit opponents. Let me look real quick. I don't know how many submission wins he has, but I think he has two submission wins, 11 knockout wins. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he tries to go for something like that, but I think it's a little bit too much of a. I just don't see why he would do that. You know, not as comfortable on the ground as he is on the feet. So yeah, late round two, early round three, or late round two, round three stoppage. I see Gene Silva putting him to sleep, unconscious. This is going to be brutal. Fight of the night bonus will be going to Silva, and I will be happy. Like and subscribe. Watch these fights tonight. Actually, a pretty decent card, and I'm out.